Hey guys, Tiffany with another video, and as you guys saw in the title, this is going to be all about my current beauty favorites. If you guys are familiar with my channel, you know that I like to bring you guys these type of videos towards the middle of the month, and then I always bring you guys my end of month favorites at the end of the month. The end of the month favorites are a little bit more detailed. I include a different variety of things. I include my book of the month, song of the month, TV show. I show more skincare, but I just like to come in the middle of the month so it's not as overwhelming. I have quite a bit to show you guys, but not that much. I mean, I always feel like it's not too much and then turn around and it's a 25-minute video. So whatever, let's get started. So first things first, I know this is gonna come off a little weird. It's not a beauty item, it's not a skincare item, but if we're talking about favorites, current favorites, I definitely have to mention these. It's these gloves. And I know y'all are probably like, what the heck, Tiff? Just give me a second to explain for y'all go to clicking out the video. So these are garden gloves. They're just really colorful. They have like butterflies and flowers all on them. One side is just the material. I don't know what kind of material it is, but it's like a cotton type of material. And then the other side has this like grip type of material. Y'all know I work for the United States Postal Service. I sort through mail before going to the counter. We obviously have to get the mail sorted out and pushed out to the carriers. These gloves have been absolute lifesavers on my hands. Y'all don't know the struggle it takes to get you your mail, because constantly going through mail, constantly, you know, going through different boxes, picking boxes up, taking it to where it has to go. It is a lot. It can be a lot on your hands. So I was like, I have to get me some gloves. Now, the first time I got a pair of gloves, I got some really nice ones, but they were really expensive. I'm talking about like almost $20 expensive. And then one day I went into the dollar store. Y'all know how I love the dollar store, the Dollar Tree to be exact. And I was so shocked that those same exact gloves that I paid almost $20 for were right there in the Dollar Tree for $1. And it's really crazy because, again, these are advertised as garden gloves. Like, I picked up a whole gang of them. That's why these still have the tag on it. I picked up like 10 pairs of gloves because they were only $1 again, and they work. Like, if you work in any type of field where you have to really use your hands and you don't want to pay all that money for those crazy expensive gloves, don't sleep on the Dollar Tree. I tell y'all that all the time. You will be so amazed what you will find in the Dollar Tree. So I know that everybody has been raving about the Fenty Beauty collection release. If you guys did not see my try on video where I used a lot of the products, I'll leave a link right here and you guys can check it out to see what my initial thoughts were. But I know everybody's been going crazy about the foundation, and I love you, Rihanna, and I'm gonna let you finish. But Estee Lauder, hands down, is my all-time favorite foundation. I have been rocking with this foundation forever. It is just like my go-to full coverage, full slay foundation. I normally don't do too much when I go to work. I'm real basic. If y'all follow me on Snapchat, y'all know I be looking real rough. But there have been lots of times recently where I had different places to go, and this is the foundation that I know will never steer me wrong. You guys are always asking me for my shade in this foundation. I wear 5C1, which is rich chestnut more in the summertime. This one just gives me a really bronze goddess type of finish, which y'all know I love, especially in the summer. But now that we're coming up on the fall and the winter, I'm not outside as much, being that Andre has now gone off to college and I'm not at like track meets outside in the heat every week, 2 or 3 times a week. My skin is definitely starting to get its fall and winter color. So the color that I reach for this period of time is 5W2 Rich Caramel, or Caramel, just depending on how you pronounce it. It is the foundation that I'm wearing today. I love it. Again, if you guys want that full slay that is gonna last all day, yes, I've been liking the Rihanna foundation, but this is just a no-fail foundation for me. You cannot go wrong. I love the shade range. They have colors for almost every skin tone, no matter what your undertone is. And again, I just love it. Now, a newer product that I kind of recently stumbled upon, also by Estee Lauder. I heard a friend of mine talk about this concealer. You guys know I use concealer faithfully. I have a lot of under eye issues, I have bags, I have darkness, I have all that genetic stuff I'm always talking to you guys about. So a friend of mine was telling me about this new Estee Lauder double wear concealer, but it was waterproof. Although I kind of felt like, I mean, I'm not going swimming, so why do I really need a waterproof concealer? But she had me sold on it, so I got this. I actually got this from Octoly. This is in the shade 4 in medium deep neutral. It is the concealer that I'm wearing underneath my eyes today. It's a concealer I took with me when we had to evacuate for Hurricane Irma. It's the concealer that I've been wearing for about 3 weeks now. And again, I'm someone who uses lots of concealers, so I can tell whether or not I'm gonna like or dislike a concealer right away. I was floored by the coverage of this. It's almost like a thicker concealer. It's not as thin a consistency as I would normally go for. You do also kind of want to like let this concealer sit on your face and warm up a little bit with like your body heat for it to do its best job. I feel like if you just put it on and blend it, you're gonna be blending for a while, but if you kind of just let it sit and let it like warm up, it blends out effortlessly. And even though it has a lot of coverage and it is just a little bit more of a thicker consistency, it does such an amazing job underneath the eyes. Again, I got my shade in 4 in medium deep. It's not my actual skin tone. It's a little lighter, but I like that because I feel like I look awake. I'm not around here looking dead. I don't know why I never tried out the Estee Lauder concealer before, being that I love the foundation so much, but seriously, this was a really, really good concealer. I want to try out some more shades because I think I'd like to have this in more of an everyday shade just because it does so well. But again, I do really like how it just gives me like a little bit more brightness underneath the eye without being too much. So I've really been loving it. Now y'all know I would not be me if I didn't mention just a couple of skincare items. So I have 2 that I've just really been loving. Lately I've been talking to you guys a lot about serum. I know y'all have been requesting a skincare video. I promise it's coming. Like every time I film it, I just don't like how it comes out. I be trying to do it real cute, how like everybody does they like nighttime routine and everybody looking all fabulous at night. I don't look like that. I'm just real regular and real basic. So I'll film it and then I'm like, But I promise you guys, it's coming. Even if I just have to look a hot mess, because that's just how I look at night, and push it out to you guys, but it's definitely coming. But one of the serums that has just been my all-time favorite, and I show you guys a lot on Snapchat, this is the Ole Henriksen or the Ole Henriksen Truth Serum. This is not new to my skincare regimen. This is something that I have used for quite a while. I really love it. I feel like during the summertime, my biggest issues are with texture. My skin ends up looking really dull because I'm outside all the time, and then of course my pores. So those are the main things that I'm always like combating. But I love this one. I feel like it just does a really good job at brightening up my skin, not bleaching. Okay, I love my melanin, but just giving my skin that radiance boost that it needed, again, after just the elements being outside. It's just a really, really good serum. And even though I'm combination oily, it doesn't make my skin feel like my pores are clogged, or it doesn't feel like super heavy or super oily on my face, and I just really love it. And another product that I have raved about here on my channel, but I love, I promise this is probably gonna be the last time I show you guys this. I don't think I'm gonna show you guys again. Well, not on YouTube, probably on like Snapchat or Instagram, but the Kate Somerville Exfoliate. This is such a great moisturizer. Again, I'm all about, it has like a green tint to it. I don't know if you guys can see. And it smells kind of citrusy, but not like offensively citrusy. It has a really fresh scent to it. It just does a really great job at boosting the radiance of my skin. Like, I definitely see where my skin is getting that natural radiance back that I was kind of losing just from how the sun was damaging my face a little bit just from being outside all the time. So these two combined to me just do an awesome job. I love them separately, but also combined they're really good. Ooh, y'all, my brows. I feel like my brows have been slaying lately. I've gotten a lot of you guys commenting saying, Tiff, what are you doing different with your brows? Your brows look a little different. Did you get tattooed on your brows? What did somebody ask me? Did I get the threading or something like that? But no, I don't do anything like as far as plucking my brows or threading my brows. Like if I have a just a stray hair or something, I'll pluck it. But I don't really touch my brows because they're naturally thin. So I need all my little brow hairs that I already have. But this MAC Deep Dark Brunette Fluidline is the only different thing that I have been using. This is what it looks like on the inside. Y'all probably can't see how much your girl has been digging away at this. I used to think that gel brows were just like too bold and too in your face. But to me, this one still gives off more of a natural look while still also giving you that fullness that if you don't have eyebrows to begin with, you're usually looking for. So I really like it. It lasts all day. Like when I go to work in the morning, when we're just kind of like sorting through the mail, I be in there working. 4 a.m. in the morning sweating. But I'm telling you, when I do my brows and I go in with my brows done, they don't budge, they don't move. This stuff is the truth and I love it. And then finally, because I know this video is getting a little long, I'm just going to show you guys the bronzer that I've been loving. It's, again, nothing new. I feel like a lot of this stuff I've obviously talked about, but I can't help what I've just been loving and what I've been gravitating towards. So this is the Becca Maui Nights bronzer. Again, shout out to my bestie Mimi. She definitely put me on. She loves a good red bronzer and I never liked a red bronzer. I was like, no, it just looks like that red Georgia clay dirt on my face. But she talked me into getting this because I saw her using it and she was like, Tiff, I'm telling you, you'll love it. It is absolutely gorgeous. I have converted. I am a believer. Yes, it is more of a red tone, but it just blends out beautifully. It's what I'm wearing on my face today. It gives an amazing warmth. And I love that I don't always have to wear a blush when I use this, because to me, the color just warms up your skin while also adding some color, and I really love it. I use this like all throughout the summer, and I definitely, again, because of just the way it applies, I can see me using this during the fall and the winter time as well, because it's just absolutely gorgeous. I love it. Mimi, you were right. I can't say that all the time. She don't be right all the time, but she definitely was right with this one because I truly love it. All right, guys, so that was it for my current beauty favorites. Y'all know I'll also be back as we get closer to the end of the month with the rest of the things that I've been loving, but definitely let me know what you think about the items I showed. You like them, you dislike them, you have them, you want to pick them up, all that other good stuff. Let your girl know down below in the comment section. As always, thank you guys so much for rocking with me, and until next time, bye YouTube.